Wasim. Welcome back to my channel Wagon Picks. Hope you are all doing great and having good time. Today's topic of discussion is events in JavaScript. We'll be seeing two special events which are used in JavaScript. Those are click and mouse over. Okay, so there are many events, so we will not be covering all the events in this tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be only focusing on two events. Those are click and mouse over. Okay, so the points which we will be covering in this tutorial are, first of all, we need to understand a method called get element by id. So many of you might be knowing this method. This method is used to access the element and manipulate the element dynamically. I know it is confusing, but we'll go through it. I will show you what exactly I mean by that. And second is, we'll see what is event. What exactly do I mean by event? So we'll go through it. And third point which we'll be seeing is, we'll be going through two events, that is click and mouse over events. Okay, so please let me know if you want me to have a tutorial on any specific events, so that I will create a different tutorial for that and come up with a video on that. Okay, so to start with, I already have my code. So I also have the list of, okay, so these are the list of events. So many events are there. Okay, we have mouse events, keyboard events, okay, windows events. So there are many events. I cannot cover every event. Go through these events and let me know if you want me to create any specific tutorial on any specific events. Okay, so to begin with, I already have this base code with me, and this is reflecting a dummy content over here. And in this, I will add a script tag for a JavaScript code. So to understand get element by id method and events in JavaScript, what we'll do is we'll start with designing a square box. What we'll do, we'll design a square box over here, and below that square box we'll have a button. So the default color of that square box will be red or green. So when I click on that button, the color should toggle. So when it is red, it should change to green, and when it is green, it should change to red. Okay, so just toggling the background of that square color of that square box will perform that task using get element by id and our event concept. Okay, so to start with, I will first design that square box. To design that square box, I need to go inside the body, and first I need to define the division. For division, I will have an id. Let me take this as square. So I've named this id as square box. Okay, and uh, I will define some css for this. Okay, for css we need to go in the head section, style. Okay, and square box, and uh, let me take the width of this square box as 200 pixel. Okay, somewhat around, and height as same 200 pixel. Okay, and let us take the background color. By default background color we can take red, and let us align this at the center by giving a auto margin. Okay, now we'll see. So here we have got this square, and just below this we will define a button. So for button definition, I will come over here and I will define a button. Okay, I will name the button as toggle color. I will define an ID for this as well. I will name the ID as color. So to you all might be knowing what I'm doing over here. ID is something I'm taking the reference to this button, and I'm defining some styling for this button. See, as I did for div, this was the ID which I defined for this division, and I made some I defined some style in the style tag section. Okay, similarly I am defining an ID for this. You can define ID or you can define class. So that is, we will go through. If you want, I will create a different tutorial on that. This is because this topic is related to HTML, so we'll not go into that. uh, I will come over here. So if I start including every topic, then the tutorial will be very long. I want to make this short and crisp. So that is why I am avoiding some of the topics. If you want me to focus on any of these specific topics, do let me know in my comment box. I will come up with the tutorial for that. Button color. Okay. So for button color, let me take a margin as 10 pixel. Okay, so let's see how this is looking. So here we have got this, we have got, let us bring this to the center just below this. Okay, so how can I do that? Sorry, mm, I cannot do text align. What I will do, I will take a body. What I will do, I will align the text element to the entire body. How can we do that? Okay, this is how we align all the elements. Okay, so we have this square box, and this is the button. So currently we have just defined this. Now the task is, when I click on this, the color should change to green, and when I click on this button back, the color should change uh, back to green. Okay, so sorry, I'm getting confused. So on click of this button, the color should toggle. When it is red, it should change to green, and when it is green, it should change to red. Okay, so mm, now we need to introduce the concept of uh, document dot get element by ID. Okay, so we already have this ID over here. Okay, so we don't need to define a separate ID for that. Now to define the get element by ID, we need to go into the script. Okay, so okay, we'll take the name as square box element. Okay, and I will take document dot get element by ID. Square box, this is the ID of square box. Okay, So I am very sorry, like I have reduced the fonts of this screen. I just need to, I forgot to increase the font size. Hope this is visible now. Okay, so this, what I have done over here is I have defined a we already have id over here for division box. And what I have done, I have defined a document got get element by id. And what this does is this allows us to retrieve a reference to the element. Okay, for in our case what we have done, we have taken this id. Okay, so where is this id? This id is defined to this division, right? So this square box element will have the reference to the square box, okay, this division. Okay, so if you want to perform any action live, or when it is on the server, you can use the square box element and you can perform the action. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So what we will do is we will manipulate the elements properties or attribute styles using this square box element. Okay, so we will quickly see how we will do that. We also need to take the reference of the button. So for button reference we will take button square element. Okay, so same document dot get element by id. So we have taken the reference to the button, and now we need to take that when we click on that button, I need to toggle the color, right? That is the requirement. So I will take this. Okay, this is the reference of button. Okay, dot add event listener. Okay, and what is the event? Click, right? And we need to call the function. uh, so I will just change the color once. Let's see if we are able to change the color. I will take this. Okay, and we need to take the style, and we need to take the background equal to, earlier we have kept it red, let us make this green. Okay, so when I click on this, the color changed. Okay, now still I have not applied the toggle option. So now this is the only single time color change. So to explain you in brief again, so what we have done over here, we have defined this division, that is square, and this is the button below the square. Okay, and in this section we have defined the styling for these square and button. And in script section, first thing what we did was we took the reference of this square, that is this one, the id, and we pass this reference to document.get element by id. So what exactly will happen, this method will return the reference to of this division. So whatever changes you want to apply can be applied using this square box element. Okay, similarly in square element, what we have done, we have taken this as id, and we have called this method, and in this method we have passed this id. So this gives the reference to the button. And in this line what we have done, we are observing like the event. So add event listener, it is just like it is uh, mm, capturing the events. Okay, if I what I do on that button will be captured using add listener, and the event what I want to capture is click. Okay, when I click on that, this function will be executed, and in this we have changed the color. Okay, the again in this box we are using the reference again, because we will be dynamically changing the color. So here what we are doing, we are changing the color to green. So till here this is clear. We have covered document get element by id, and we have also included this add event listener. Now to toggle, I will insert if statement. Okay, if this is red, then make this green, else keep it red. Okay, we have just inserted a if statement. If the already existing color is red, then make it green. If it is green, then make it red. Okay, so I will just toggle this. When I click on this, it changed to green. It became red. This is how the toggling works. Hope you are all clear with this functionality. Similarly, if now we have added the event over here, you can replace this with hover event, whatever you want to replace with. The We can take this mouse hover event. Okay, we took this click, and we can take this mouse over. So when a mouse is over the button, that time the color will change. Okay, see here, can you see this? I'm just hovering over the cursor over the button, and color is changing. So this is how the events uh, work. And we have also seen the get element by id method, which will return the reference to the element, and we are manipulating these elements in DOM, that is document object model. So I will be covering a separate topic on a document object model. So I just wanted to cover this topic, because without this we will not be able to understand what exactly is happening in the events. So I covered this. Okay, so let me know if you have any concern. I will come up with the solutions for your answers. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and have a great day.